Mr. Beast, at $10,000 every day, you survive in the wilderness. Here we go. We're going straight into it.
These two strangers off in the middle of the wilderness.
Okay.
These two guys have never met each other in their entire lives.
Nice to meet you, man.
Every day the two of you survive in this wilderness, I'll give you $10,000.
I hope you brought enough money, man. We're here for the long run.
Hey, put that camera down. Let's head out.
All right.
What do they
This
get?
video
They have
will
to get
make you
given
guys
stuff, right?
millionaires.
This is gonna be poor by the time we're out of here.
I'm Hayes.
Hayes, I'm Grizz. Nice to meet you, man.
Grizz?
Yeah.
All right.
Grizz.
You're my best friend for the next.
If I was stuck in a forest with a man and he was called Grizz, I would back myself that I would survive. I think Grizz is just going to do everything.
However long.
Starting now, these guys receive $10,000 every day, with the only limit being how long they can survive, which theoretically
Mad.
means they could win unlimited money.
Dude, if we stay a year, we're both multimillionaires.
We are trying
A
to find a
year.
camping spot, build a fire, survive the night.
I guess we should just set up camp here.
For the rest of the night, they gathered wood and went through their supplies.
We've got approximately 5 days worth of food, 2 things of water.
Looks like a change of clothes, some warm jackets.
Yeah, how are they gonna get food
boom,
and drink?
Fire starter.
Let's see if we can get a fire going.
Oh, yeah.
We are good.
Let's make beds out of pine needles. Won't be comfortable, but at least we won't freeze to death tonight.
They actually are hunting.
Day 2.
And in the morning, I showed up to give them their first $10,000. Boys, how was the first night?
It's cold.
It's been 24 hours, and I didn't walk over with 10 grand. You're not gonna ask?
Yeah, I guess we should, right?
Yeah. Okay, just look up.
Oh, my.
What?
Every 24 hours, we're to drop $10,000 out of a plane.
Crazy.
There's $10,000.
In a parachuted briefcase.
Catch it, don't catch it. Don't watch out.
Bro, this is crazy. Bro, we're gonna be so rich by the end of this video.
You imagine they're asleep at
Money,
that point.
This is your flare gun.
Oh.
Be careful. Shoot it up in the air. The challenge ends for the both of you. And you walk away with the money you've won.
So how long should we stay out here?
$3.6 million for the year is crazy.
All right, the plan is officially a year. We're gonna split this in 2. You get this.
Yes.
I get this.
Now we can't screw each other.
After 3 months, he just turns and shoots the other guy. Goes, yep, that's how I just double money. Fire the other one up. $10, would you be in? Wouldn't mind.
They're over.
But later in this video, that plan doesn't exactly work.
All right, I feel bad, but I need to steal that flare gun.
I just gotta shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again.
If you fire that flare,
What?
I literally think I'm gonna kill you. Well, buddy,
Mad.
ready to get rich?
Absolutely.
By day 3, you could say the
They
boys
deliver
were
the briefcase
pretty
at the same
tired
time
of
every day.
sleeping
Yeah,
on
but they
the
might be
ground.
asleep. They don't know
So
the...
after another 10 grand, they started work
That's 'cause
on
they don't know
building their
the time.
shelter.
Gonna use my jacket to gather pine needles and layer them on the shelter.
All right, I found this metal piece from a kid's swing set, and I think it's gonna work great for the roof of our shelter.
Layer 1 on. Boom! Here's a section that we're working on. You can see it's got some structural
Damn.
poles. We get to use the parachutes and the cord, so we're gonna make a rain cover on our shelter.
Everyone thinks probably
Sick.
that I'll be the reason we leave and fail this challenge.
But this money would mean college for the kids.
And then on day 4, they started looking
Garnish,
for
take
a
it a
water
bit.
source.
Oh, there's a swamp.
I would feel safe boiling that.
Yeah, we gotta be careful because that stuff is full of bacteria and parasites.
Ooh, just a touch of the swamp.
All right, we're going to bed.
Hopefully, Grizz snuggles up because it's cold and he's big and warm.
Oh, that's
It's
cute.
like the 3rd day in a row that we've got.
How long would I stay? I'd stay like. I'll be honest. I just wouldn't do it. Just think it a bit. But if I was like, all right, I'm gonna really, really try in this, I'd do the 5 days. They had 5 days worth of food. I'd do the 5 days.
It's been so cold. If it rained right now, we'd probably have to go to the hospital.
But I'd do it for $10,000.
And it wasn't just the freezing temperatures that were getting to them.
We're at the end of our supplies.
Grizz likes to call it a fast, which sounds so much nicer than starving.
And for the next few days, the hunger problem didn't get any easier.
We had a little square of beef jerky this morning, that's it. Jimmy gave us 5 days worth of food.
And it's day 9 right now. These are greenbrier leaves. Grizz says they're edible, I guess.
Yeah.
It was clear by this point that the boys were extremely hungry. But lucky for them, I had a surprise waiting for them on day 10. They've officially survived 10 days. Here's your briefcase.
Yeah.
And don't leave. This is where the challenge gets interesting. Bring in the helicopter.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I'm
what is it?
nervous, dude. Oh my gosh.
Okay, that I'm excited
That's
about.
terrifying.
To celebrate day 10, we have your first offer. I can tell you guys are tired of eating leaves. So I brought you guys an additional 10 days worth of food, spices, 2 tarps, and everything you would need to fish. All of this for $50,000 of your prize money. You want some beef jerky? Yes. Don't eat it yet.
Oh.
How many days? You'd have to do that, innit? You'd have to do it. Because if you can fish, you can literally stay there for ages.
Oh,
Absolutely.
oh, coffee.
We're gonna give you space. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
He's not kidding. Like, this is
You have
literally
to.
all the things we would need to fish. 50 grand.
50 grand.
If they don't take this deal, I mean, they're kind of stupid. 10 days worth of food means they make 100 grand.
Yeah,
and they only have to pay
100%.
50 grand for it. I'm doing them a favor.
Should we talk to him now?
Yeah.
All right.
You have to.
All right, Jimmy.
If you make a decision in the next 60 seconds, I'll throw in 2 feasible bars.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Oh, you still had 59 more seconds, but okay. Here, I'll put that in the pile of food. Thank you for the 50 grand.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy the food. Oh, by the
Yeah,
way, you also
they
get a
had
crate
to.
with it. Thank you.
It is the fact, like, even without the, just thank you for the bits, even without the fishing stuff, 10 days of food for 5 days worth. They have to.
It was definitely a deal we had to say yes to, but that week of food literally cost as much as my kids' college tuition.
Yeah, I already used stuff from the box as
Bro,
well.
I still can't believe it every time this money falls out of the sky.
The food from the crate will feed them for 10 days. But if they want to survive out here for a year,
All right, the plan is officially a year.
they'll still need to find
That's
more food
crazy.
in the wilderness.
So some of you may be wondering,
Why have they not caught fish?
well, the swamp nearby has no fish in it. What we really need is a moving water that we can fish in.
And while Hayes was rambling on about his kids,
My 2-year-old doesn't sleep very well either, so
this happened.
I think being a dad. What is this? This is a creek. This is not a swamp. This is actually
Oh.
moving water.
Curly Bear,
There's
thank you for the
fish
6
in
months.
here. Dude, look at this. It's like a.
Appreciate that.
This is the perfect place for food and shelter.
And after another few days full of
Yeah,
a
would you move the
surprise-raising
shelter, I guess?
rainstorm,
At least now we have $100,000.
they decided to move and upgrade their shelter near their newfound water source.
Good morning, Grizz.
How are you always up earlier?
We're gathering up a bunch of dead trees we can use for our structure.
And then we balance them together into an A-frame shape and cut the trees to the right length.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I'm glad I broke your fall.
Sorry.
All right, so maybe they had a bit of a false start. But once they got the structure back up, they spent the entire next day putting their finishing touches on their
That
shelter.
is
They even built
insane.
a fishing dock to help them catch more food.
Dock's done.
Pleasantly surprised.
And now all we got to do is
I assume when he does this kind of stuff, he finds people that are capable of these things. Like, oh, they have a little bit of experience of like camping and stuff. I'd assume, right?
catch a fish. Come on,
Yeah.
right?
And as good as this was, without sleeping bags, the winter night was still unforgiving.
On a really cold night. Cold toes, cold feet. No sleeping bag.
So I think I knew what my next offer was. It's day 20 and they moved super deep in the woods, so now we have
Don't
to
tell
get
me
there
it's like
by
a
boat.
bed.
Do you hear that sound in the distance?
What'd you say?
Is that a boat?
Any minute now when we find them, I've got a fun offer for them. How's it going, boys?
Hey, guys. What's going on?
2 things. First, the plane needed maintenance, so I'm delivering this by hand.
Hey, all
There's your
right.
$10,000, which puts you guys at $140,000. And second, we have an offer for you.
What is it? Sleeping bags?
Reveal your offer. Just go ahead and take it off. Here it is.
Oh.
You can either give me $10,000 for that red sleeping bag, or give me $50,000 and you get both sleeping bags.
What?
5 times the amount for both.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy.
Take it out?
Yeah, we should look at it.
Yeah, check them out.
Hang on, I just gotta do this.
These are the same sleeping bags we used in Antarctica. They work very well. Here's the weather forecast. It's gonna get pretty cold next week.
50K.
Highly recommend you at least buy.
What would you do here? Like, the 10K for one, fair enough. But 50K for two. Take one and alternate. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Long run, though, 2. Sleeping in 0 degrees is mental. That is true. Take one and share. Yeah, could you not build enough of a bed and open it and use that as like a cover?
by one.
When we started this thing out, we were in the 20s without anything. We've adapted to it. We have bedding, we have pine straw. We're doing pretty well in these low temperatures. I would love to have a sleeping bag, but $50,000 is...
I sleep closer to Grizz than I do my wife, so I'm not even kidding.
You're actually gonna say no to both?
No, I'll take one.
On a really cold night.
Take
no
one.
sleeping bag.
Yeah, so I think it's final. We don't want it.
Yeah, agreed.
Wow, not even a single sleeping bag. All right, boys, close it up. Sure, the boys could survive without sleeping bags, but that didn't solve their food problem.
They should have
sitting
taken
out
one.
rainy days, the boys got into a bit of a routine where they would boil water, work on their shelter, and try to catch fish, which wasn't really working out for them.
We got some guts for bait. We're gonna cast them out, and hopefully the fish come up off the bottom of the creek.
Day after day of failing to catch any fish,
Let's go check the lines.
Oh, God.
See if any catfish are on.
they finally caught a wind in their sails.
Oh, Grizz!
Or
Oh.
whatever that abomination of Mother Nature was.
What is that? Can I eat it? First fish. It's an eel, and I think I'm gonna charcoal grill it. We're gonna have ourselves some
Gross.
American-style unagi.
This is the first thing that we've caught out here in 27 days, which is
Hey, thank you,
insane.
Lewis.
We're happy to have it, and we're gonna make it delicious.
I don't know if this is what I would call delicious, but the fact that
That
they
is
haven't had
grim.
a fresh meal in almost 30 days means even a rock would taste good to them at this point.
It's excellent.
It's so good. It's just like amazingly good.
If we keep catching fish like this, we can easily stay for a year, bro.
Dude, yeah, $3.6 million.
Good night! And on day 28,
They
they started
need to catch
constructing
them,
their
though, that's
raised
the
bed
issue.
system in their new shelter.
So it's gonna be 2 tripods, 1, 2, side rails going down, slats across, and then a nice pine needle mattress made out of parachutes.
And after seeing their new shelter become more and more comfortable, I was starting to get worried that I was gonna have to pay these guys
I was
millions.
gonna say, this is
Only regret
ridiculous.
that I have, they're not bunk beds.
That's honestly an L.
They were betting everything on their new
This
shelter
is an
being right
insane
next to the
shelter,
street.
though.
But that may have been a huge mistake because they couldn't catch another eel to save their lives.
Snapped it. At this point, I've spent more time in the wilderness than I have with my newborn son. I also have a 2-year-old with my wife alone. How do you explain to a 2-year-old that daddy's gonna be gone and he won't talk to you and he won't call you and he won't see you?
To clear it up, they share this money, right? So right now they've each earned 120K. Because if that's the case, like he's gone away for a month of work, but he's earned 120K. Now that is
They were making us an
crazy.
offer. What would be something that you would actually buy?
We spend a lot of time out here trying to get firewood. You know, having firewood dropped off would be really nice. I'd probably pay $10,000 for that.
We are literally in the middle of the forest. I couldn't tell you where we are anymore. All right. How's it going, boys?
Doing great, man. How are you?
As a
Really?
reward for surviving an entire month, I brought you a store.
Oh, okay.
You see, we come through
Oh,
all of
damn.
your vlog footage and we wrote down everything you've asked for, such as firewood, a shovel, cooking supplies, bedding, and even books and board games. It's like a dollar store, but everything costs 10 grand.
Oh.
Store? Feel free to shop.
We've won 240 grand. Might as well check it out.
What are these? Those are mosquito nets. Oh, we'll use parachutes. We don't need those.
All right, what about the hammocks?
I like the hammocks, but you know, we haven't tried making them out of parachutes yet.
All right, Grizz, answer this. What can you not make out of parachutes?
A lot.
All right, well, do you guys want
True.
the firewood?
How much
So-
wood?
That's the wood you get.
That
If it came with
little.
unlimited wood, I would buy it.
I offered them literally everything they could possibly need here, and they still weren't interested. I was beginning
Nothing
to
that
think
really
these two
seems
were
worth it.
secretly Navy SEALs or something. Are you guys gonna buy literally anything? You make 10 grand a day. What's another
Shovel, fair. Shovel, yeah, that could work. But that,
10 grand?
I gotta say no.
All right.
not that little amount of
In a
wood.
million years, would not have thought they would say no to everything. Next time, I'm gonna convince you two to spend money.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. See you, Jimmy.
It's got to be
Here it
good
goes.
next time.
His tank.
Stop right here. I have a special surprise for all of you. Nolan, what does this look like?
A lot of phones.
1,000 phones to be exact. Because over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
Damn.
I literally spent over $1 million on these phones, and I'm giving them away to you. All you have to do to enter to win one of these.
Huh? I'm trying to do that maths. Yeah, so they're £1,000 those phones. That's crazy.
These phones to subscribe. It's literally free. I just want you to know I appreciate everything you guys have been doing for the channel.
They're
It means the world
grand
to
each.
me. Subscribe, win one of these phones. Let's go. And so
Ah.
they continue without any of the tools for my offer. But go figure, for
Yeah,
the
he's trying
next
to
few
beat
days,
T-Series.
they weren't able to
Fair
catch
enough.
any fish. And even though the money kept coming,
Oh, I'm more proud of, like, Mr. Beast being the most subscribed YouTuber is more of like a proud feeling because he started out as a, you know, he's doing videos in his bedroom. It's nice.
they were running
like,
out of food and time
I know
to
that.
catch
I know
it
they're
quickly.
getting T-Series
I
now.
am on the last belt loop.
I'm just saying it is more of like a
2 days worth of food left.
It's more of a
That's not good.
YouTuber.
Without a boat, this creek is not productive. We gotta go to that river. If I can get to that river and the fishing is good, that'll turn all this around.
And with their rations running dangerously low, their only hope at getting food was to travel through the swamp to the river on the other side in hopes of catching some fish.
It's risky wasting all these calories, but I have to do it if we're gonna make it any further.
But after a grueling hike, Hayes finally found what he was looking for.
Oh my God. Woo!
That is their
Look at
fish.
that. It's the river. Is that not the most gorgeous thing you've ever
They
seen?
should move to the river. I don't think they know where it is.
Finding this river is probably the difference between us making our goal and us tapping out early.
Fortunately, he had a secret weapon.
Grizz and I made our own fishing pole, and this is gonna make catching fish easy.
With Hayes' makeshift fishing pole immediately breaking, he was going to have to use his hands, and he spent hours trying and failing.
Oh no!
And if he couldn't catch any fish without immediately dropping them, the calories burned coming here would have been for nothing. But just when he was ready to give up,
This one's gonna be it.
Ah, yeah! Holy moly! Yes, I told you it was that one! Woo!
Grab it. Grab it.
and the luck didn't stop there.
I cannot wait to bring this back to Grizz. He's gonna be so stoked. We're eating tonight.
All right, let's go.
All right, that's awesome.
Feels like this is our first real food in ages.
But in the meantime, I was preparing an offer that
See, now that's happened, that would give you some like new life where you're like, all right, we could do another like few months. We could just, I'll go. We go one every day. We go and get as many as we can and
they
just
couldn't
store them.
refuse. It's day 40. They've made over $250 million.
Yeah,
and I have
smoke
an
it.
incredibly special offer for them. For $10,000, and I think you're really gonna like this. You both can see your wives. In fact, they're watching right now.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Imagine one of them takes it.
Let down my kid.
I know, I can't lay down my wife.
Okay, Jimmy.
They would have been fuming if they said no.
It's me, it's Daddy.
That's not
Oh,
so bad. No.
I wouldn't survive on fish. Nah, I'd be
As
gone.
nice as it was to see their families, the visit was also bittersweet because there's one big question on everyone's mind.
How long do you want us to stay?
I want you
Oh.
home now. Like, I do.
I know you want me home, but do you need me home?
Emma, thank you
Yes,
for 27
she
months.
needs you. Yes,
Aw.
you need to bond with your son. I
Oh,
don't care what the other guy says. You've made enough money. I need you home.
L take.
That conversation was so difficult for me. Even so, yesterday was a really good day. It had all of the things that I love. It had my family, my wife, my kids, my buddy Grizz. That was like a really huge
My buddy
gift.
Grizz.
How they're
Oh,
gone
that's
now.
cute.
To hold her and know that she was safe. It
I wanna
has
see what he-
changed
I wanna
the
see if
way
he
that I'm
asks.
viewing this entire challenge. Knowing I have my wife's support, I want to stay until I have $1 million.
And after some
See-
much needed family time, Hayes and Grizz were much happier than
So they need to do 200 days to get $1 million each. What's 200 days? 186 months. 6.5, 7 months.
I'd ever seen them.
Hayes and Grizz. Hayes and Grizz.
Ambush!
Let's smoke some fish. Look at that. This is perfect.
Even
You
when
see, now they're
something
living.
happened that would have totally drained them before.
400,000.
By now, they didn't even seem to mind.
It looks like someone had a gender reveal, and the gender was just money.
Even though their spirits were high, there was still a problem
I'd go
they
for,
needed
like-
to solve. In order to get to the river to fish, they would first need to trudge through this giant swamp. But if they had a boat, they would
250K?
easily be able to float down the creek to the river.
I am building a boat. The idea is to
How'd they
create a
get back?
frame with sticks and then attach our tarp so the whole thing can float.
Look at them,
Not
man.
feeling
They
super
are like
confident
so
in
efficient.
The boat build.
If we can get down the fish without having to tromp through a whole swamp, it's worth the risk. Time for the first sea trial of my beautiful ship.
Here he goes.
You can tell people don't know raising a baby is hard saying L wife and stuff. Chill out. Chill out. Don't need that here.
And this is pretty ironic, considering the offer I was about to bring them. It's day 50.
Oh, God,
Let's
here we
see how
go.
they're doing.
If you get to
You guys have
4:30,
a village now. Wait, are you serious?
you just got to
built a
go
boat?
for do another
You're
week.
telling me this thing
and then
can
you're done.
actually float?
You want to try it?
Yeah, I don't. Oh my gosh, it actually works. He built a freaking boat in the woods. All right, now that I'm aware of that, this changes a lot of things. It's actually insane that you two built a boat yesterday because I brought the two of you a boat with the Zaxby's restaurant on it.
Oh my God.
What?
This is so cool, Jimmy.
Before I present the offer, I want to make sure you're in a really good state of
weird
mind.
offer.
This is our brand new Mr. Beast box, which are now live at every single Zaxby's across America.
Zaxby.
Oh my God, that is so good.
The Mr. Beast box comes with the best tasting chicken known to man.
Anyone in here? Zaxby? We don't have it here. Anyone know what it is? Zaxby's is baller in the US. Chicken shop.
And the cool part is every single meal comes with a Feastables bar. Our goal with this collab was
Wouldn't
to
it
take
melt?
the world's best chicken and pair it with the world's best chocolate.
Indeed.
Well, you could have gone
Zaxby's
with
also
sides.
has 12 sauces.
There's like so many flavors happening in my mouth.
Yeah, we only
What
have
is
7.
that? That's really good.
It's a Zach sauce.
Look how happy they are. If you want to be happy like them, just go to Zaxby's and get the Mr. Beast box right now. Now that you guys have gotten your meals, your day 50 offer is for 50 grand. You can have this boat.
We don't have a motor. We don't have any way to get this thing around.
So you just use sticks.
Oh, Lord,
No.
I don't know.
Since you weirdly built the boat the day before, I'll give you a discount. We'll make it $40,000.
My answer
Hell
is
no.
I love the ship I made. I trust it with my life. So I'm going to leave it up to Grizz.
For $40,000, I'm gonna pass on the boat.
Yes!
I'll get in Hayes' death trap instead.
If that's it,
Well, weird. These offers have all been really weird. Like, I'm really loving this video, but the offers have all been really, really weird. Yeah.
stinks and you have to quit. I
We
tried.
appreciate the food. That was lovely.
Bye, Jimmy.
I'll see you next time.
So this ship saved us $40,000.
Still a death trap.
40K is just,
Man,
I don't
when
know.
we first started this thing, it was in the dead of winter. You remember how cold it was?
Yeah, now everything is so nice and warm.
And spring was now in full bloom, and they were looking pretty comfortable.
There's a lot of flowers here. I can't say that I mind it.
What is today, 51?
I don't know. I lost track.
I hear an airplane coming in.
Where?
Oh, he's coming straight at us.
This briefcase puts us at $440,000. Time to build the Hayes and Grizzle love seat.
80% of what we're sitting on here is going straight to my business.
This case.
No, I don't want Katie to work 24-hour shifts anymore.
This money's gonna do so much.
You said
for her and our
80% of what we're
family.
sat
But while
on.
the warmer weather was
Surely
nice,
50%
it
is only
presented
fair.
new problems like
Oh.
Don't want to get bit by that.
snakes and rats.
Oh.
Every night. Oh my God. And it wasn't long until the lack of sleep started to make them irritable.
Looks like Hayes is struggling to get over here.
So yeah, I'd be
Hayes,
calm.
you need my help.
Calm to leave now.
like? You want to paddle upriver into the wind?
Hayes, why don't you go get those fishing lines fixed?
You know what? You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
He is angry. Can you check those lines while you're over there?
What do you think I'm doing?
I don't know, I was just asking.
Damn.
Thank you for telling me to do what I'm already doing once again.
Very angry.
Keep
Yeah,
in
maybe
mind,
call it a
At this
day.
point, Hayes and Grizz were very close friends. But
Maybe
Hayes
call
had
it a
reached
day.
the end of his rope, and the jokes just weren't hitting the same anymore.
Grizz's idea about how this would unwind is not working, obviously, because it's a stupid idea.
Hayes, I'm sorry, buddy. I did not know I was actually pissing you off. I thought that I did not know that you were actually upset.
It's all right.
Okay.
And so,
Ew.
feeling frustrated, Hayes turned off his camera and paddled downriver, where he set up his camp until the next day.
Hayes
What?
has set sail, and I think he may have run away. I'll certainly be thinking about him. I know it's supposed to be cold at night. He's not back in a couple days, so I'm gonna have to go looking for him. Let's do something to cheer him up.
Couple
so we got a huge
days?
board over here that was left by Jimmy at the last beast drop, and I'm gonna repurpose it into a table with some of our cases. It's actually pretty sturdy.
And when Hayes returned
Damn.
home, he was not empty-handed.
Sounds like Hayes has returned from his
Yeah,
great
it's taken
adventure.
4 months.
Nice. Oh, those are sea trout.
I'm pretty wiped out. Mind if I take a minute?
No, man, do your thing.
Aw.
Chris,
Yeah, buddy.
what's this?
It's our table.
We have a table?
Yeah.
Oh, he just needed a couple days to go
man.
chill, innit?
I figured that perked him up a little bit.
Nafco, take it to 6 months in advance.
$100,000 table, Grizz.
Welcome back, buddy.
Feels good to be home.
Come on.
He just
With their
needed a couple
survival
days
needs
to
met
chill
and
out.
Their friendship restored.
his mood back
One
up.
question still remained. How long will they stay?
We gotta have a serious conversation.
Yeah.
The end. Honestly, I'd have been done 5 days ago.
Maybe push like an extra week. I mean, hell, that's $35,000 each.
If I pulled that flare on day 70, how would you feel?
I would feel really let down and lied to. I propose at day 70, we have a conversation, decide if we're gonna push further.
That's fair.
I promised Grizz that I would stay longer.
For him, but I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, their
So,
family
Hayes
just like,
has been
well, him and his wife
a little
just
upset.
get me out of there. They ain't thinking about Grizz. Grizz the hero.
Spoken to Grizz about it. He wants me to stay longer. He's kind of pushing me to stay longer. At some point, I gotta stop being wilderness guy and go be dad.
Another day.
Yeah.
You know what I would do like? You have so long to figure out what you're doing, right? You have so long to think about what you're doing. I would figure out what I'm spending the money on, where it goes, and how much I need to achieve everything I want to achieve from what I would get from this. You know what I mean? If you're like, okay, my only thing is I want to put my kids through college, and you're like, that's going to cost me however much, and you've hit that, I'm out.
No, I knew that was gonna happen. I saw it. Oh no. Hayes going to check out to the case that is dropped from the sky.
Day 70.
I'm gonna see if Grizz is good being done today. See what he says.
What are we gonna do with all this money?
Kind of want to talk to you about that. Kind of ready to hit the flare. What do you think about that?
I want to stay longer. I know that you've got to pull away from this thing with family.
I know. We've talked about it 1,000 times. I just want
I
to
know you
how
come up
feel
with new
about
goals
it
every
today.
time, but I would do
Yes
it at the
or no?
start, and I would do one that isn't going to be a couple days away. We would both set a goal, and I'd say, look, when we've hit our goals, and they have to be a real goal, they can't just be like, I want $1 million. They have to be like exactly what you need the money for, what and how you're getting it and how you're spending it. Once we've hit those, we've hit the minimum we need. If one of us wants to leave, we leave.
Can you go one more day? Give yourself 24 hours just to kind of feel it
I
out.
thought a lot about it, but if you want to go another day, let's go another day.
How's it going, boys?
All right, buddy.
Good. Let's go on a little walkie walk. We can go over here. Let's say Hayes isn't a part of the equation.
Yeah.
How many more days do you think you could survive out here?
Let's call it 45 days would
Okay.
probably be as far as I'd go.
How many do you think he has left in the tank?
He talks about it every day.
How often do you think about shooting the flare?
No, I fully get
What
70
stops
days
you?
is ridiculous.
At this stage, Grizz, he wants to make $1 million, and it's hard to say no to that. I have an obligation to him too, but it's starting to go towards family. Yeah.
When you do shoot that flare, that's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like
Okay,
now,
sorry.
I would go, all right, 650, we hit that. If I stayed one more day, I'd go, right, when we hit 700, I'm gone. Be Grizz, thank you for the 53 months.
Grizz, but hold on. I think I'm done.
Why do they have to leave together? That's part of the
It would
challenge.
be cool to come back here to our first camp where I was shoulder to shoulder with Grizz every single night. And after that, it was like, all right, dude, we're brothers now. I expected to walk away with a lot of money, but I didn't expect to walk away with like a friend for life. And that's so meaningful to me.
Oh.
Kind of got to think about what's right for me and my family.
Hayes got so desperate that he literally went into
Yeah.
Grizz's bag and stole the flare gun, even though it was his idea to separate it into two parts.
At this point, all I have to do is shoot this thing, and I get to be a dad again, you know?
I know this thing is
I'd say to him, like, look, say right now, okay, I'm Grizz. I'd say, look, we have 670. That's 335 each. If you shoot the flare, I get 400. You get 270. Because you're the only reason we're leaving. I think that's fair. Thank you for the 3 years. I think that's fair. If you agree to stay till this point, we split it. But if you are the only reason why I can't earn any money, you shouldn't get the same percentage. And the same way, if I want to fire the flare, you should get more. What if he just says no? Well, then fair. Can't do anything.
very challenging. What we're doing out here is not easy. I really, truly do believe that you're doing what's right for your family.
I disagree.
You're providing for them in a way that's going to change their lives.
Now it's gone the other way. Now it's, I think I need to be there.
I think that you've been really upset.
Yeah,
and
or
you've been missing your
agree and
family
say, you know, like, say, okay, look, hit 700K, we leave with 350 each.
really bad. I feel like
I think the money doesn't
spiraled
matter.
through
The money
this
doesn't.
thing.
The money doesn't matter to me anymore. And really, the only thing that's keeping me here.
The money
is
doesn't
you.
matter to him.
And I'm sick of it.
Then give him more money.
Yeah. My family needs me too, you know.
And you're very good at, you know, manipulating me.
Fair, 50-50, 60-40. That sounds fair. 50-50 if we agree, 60-40
It was
if we
clear
don't.
that in this moment, Grizz was going to have to make a decision. Convince Hayes to continue surviving
fight
in these
him and
woods
steal
for
the
more
flare.
and more money, or be there for his friend when he needed him the most.
I think 60-40 if it's not agreed, 50-50 if it is. That seems fair. Can we get some love in the chat for D, please?
I can't imagine having gone through this experience with anyone else.
No, they should have
I
agreed
really
it at the
do,
start.
like,
It's hard to say
I
it now.
genuinely think of you like a brother.
I'm saying they should have said it at the start.
I'm sorry that
This
I've
is what
just
we're saying.
pushed you on and on and on.
I just don't want to let you down.
You're not letting me down.
Yeah, I am.
Brothers don't let each other down.
Well, I would be, I'm not gonna lie,
That's the way it is.
I would have to hit a round
Everything.
number. I'd be like, please,
Everything's got to
please,
come to an
3
end
more
sometime.
days
Let
and we
me
leave.
See that flare.
Please. Oh, he's gonna
I
fire
owe you
it.
this. And to be honest with you, I'm sorry that it's taken so long.
Oh, W Grizz.
I think it's time for us to do this thing, buddy. I love you, buddy.
W Grizz. Ah. Grizz is too good of a person, 100%.
Smell bad.
Have you taken the 4 months?
No, you take that one. Let's go check in on him. Rich.
Bro didn't even get to shoot it. No, that's fair. Look, if the other guy wants to leave, right, that he can at least let Grizz be the one to fire the gun. That's fair. They've compromised, you know? One wants to leave, so the other gets the benefit of shooting the flare gun.
Boys. Hey, Jimmy. Oh, my God. When we dropped them off, this is what they looked like. And here's them 74 days later. Crazy.
Yes, they look crazy.
You haven't left these woods in 74
What a nice
days.
video, by the way.
Dude, I'm so
And what
ready.
good
One
friends.
final surprise.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Hi, Dolly, baby!
After 74
Oh.
days, they've won $670,000. And in case you forgot, we're giving away 1,000.
I'm telling you, Grizz is getting a mil if he was on his own. 100%. Pavi, thank you for 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Just abandon his family. I mean, he's come back with like 300 grand for his family, for his 2 kids.
Samsung phones to random people that subscribe in the next week. So don't forget, press that
Great
subscribe
video.
button right now.
Great video. Oh, that was a really good one. I feel like Mr. Beast's videos are getting... I know that they were good. I know they were good. But I feel like they've got a lot better. Now, the other guy did all the fishing. Yeah, it was a good team. Like, it was a very good team. They did need each other. Grizz took his money and opened a brewery called Grizzly Bear. Wait, did he actually? Am I the only one that thinks it's going backwards? Fair. I don't know. The other ones were just kind of like quick. Like, really fast pace. It's just like, okay, here you go. Oh, you've done this. Okay, here's 100,000. Okay, oh, you've done this. Here's 100,000. Oh, explosion, done. This is like, that felt like a proper like storyline. I got attached to both people in it. I wanted them to succeed. It was a like meaningful ending. I think that's really good. I loved it. And shout out, what were their names? Grizz and
$10,000.
Hayes.
You brought enough money, man. We're here for the long run.
Hey, put that camera down.
Grizz and Hayes. Legends. Legends.